Hey folks, how you doing? Just back with a little media update video. Stopped by my local Peddlers Mall and picked up a few things. Just some Blu-rays and a few books. That's mostly what I go for, and that's mostly what I'm looking for when I head out to the Peddlers Mall. If I spot anything else while I'm there, sure. But those are the main things that I'm that's my goal when I head out to the Peddlers Mall is to see if I can find some cheap Blu-rays and books and stuff to pick up. But let's just dive right in. The first one here is Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak. Yeah, it's a pretty nice copy for $1. Um, and it's got some bonus features and stuff, which is always nice for a guy like myself that is into that sort of thing. And I think it's probably expired by now, but yeah, it's even still got the digital code in there and everything. The discs look great. Look like somebody probably watched it once, but excellent little gothic love story, ghost story. Excellent little movie. But yeah, nice to snag that one for $1. Next up is Oliver Stone's Wall Street. Yet another one that got for $1. I think it was at the same booth as Crimson Peak, I do believe. So yeah, looks like it. But yeah, yet another one that Blu-ray's in great shape. $1. It's got some bonus features as well. It's got a commentary with the director, some deleted scenes, a documentary and stuff. So I'm all about that stuff. Love to learn about how a film was made or what went into it or what behind the scenes stories, intrigues or something folks might have about said picture. So, but excellent movie. Yeah, just all about Wall Street investors and bankers and stuff like that. And I do believe it it takes place in 1987. So a little dated, I imagine, but we would probably all be surprised at how accurate things still are. Unfortunately, I imagine. So up next is one that I've just never upgraded to Blu-ray on. I've had this on DVD for years, and it's probably been a good 10 to 15 years since I've watched it, so I need to revisit it, and perfect opportunity is Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, so this one is, I love Tim Burton, a kid that was born in the early 80s and grew up in the 90s, it's kind of part of the deal, but this has never been one of my favorites of his. It's never been one of my, top 5 even. I don't hate the movie, but I also don't love it. I just kind of like it. But perfect opportunity to revisit it at 40 and see if I feel different about it now. I may see some things in there that I didn't see before, and it's always important to do that. I think maybe even movies that you didn't like at all. Given some time, if it's a film that you didn't like but is like universally praised. Maybe go back and check it out, after 15 or 20 years and see if you feel different about it. I know I've had that experience a few times anyway. So, and then lastly on the Blu-ray front is Salem's Lot. Yeah, I don't have this. It was $2. It looks like it's maybe from a Black Friday sale, and I'm assuming this one in Edward Scissorhands are both sealed. I'm assuming these aren't repacks or rewraps or anything. Like, I'm assuming these are brand new, but that's fine. Yeah, $2 for a this movie. This is long. It's 183 minutes. I do believe it was possibly a made for TV miniseries. So yeah, but cool. It's got didn't even notice this until now. It's got a feature-length commentary with Toby Hooper. So that's pretty cool. And then to get into the books, I found a copy of The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Never read this. It's supposed to be a classic. It's basically about a guy who wakes up as a giant insect. Yeah, it's so about alienation and such. It says a harrowing though absurdly comic meditation on human feelings of inadequacy, guilt, and isolation. The Metamorphosis has taken its place as one of the most widely read and influential works of the 20th century fiction. So yeah, for a buck, yeah, I'll shoot my shot with it. It's very short anyway. I think it's like 56 pages of the book, and I think the rest of it is just like notes on the text and essays about its importance in the history of literature and such. But um, yeah, and these, I grabbed this for 50 cents. I love these. I try to collect them when I can find them. It's the novelization of the film Gremlins. I love finding these novelizations of films that weren't based on a book. It was a huge thing whenever I was growing up in the 90s, and I do believe it was a big thing even in the past, but it just is not really a thing anymore, not that I see anyway. So, yeah, but pretty cool. It's got like some color photos and stuff on the inside from the film, and I'm hoping I can get that sticker off there pretty easily. I should be able to without damaging the cover too much, because it's in pretty good condition for, you know, a book that probably came out in the early 80s. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I think 84. Yeah, there you go. First Avon printing, June of 1984. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, 50 cents on that one. So. And then the last two here, I picked up A People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn. It's just, I think it's, well, I can just read. It says, with a new introduction by Anthony Arnove, this edition of the classic national bestseller chronicles American history from the bottom up, throwing out the official narrative taught in schools with its emphasis on great men in high places to focus on the street, the home, and the workplace. Yeah, it says it goes into our greatest battles, fights for fair wages, 8-hour work days, child labor laws, health and safety standards, universal suffrage, women's rights, racial equality. You know, it just kind of covers everything from the inception of our country and until I think the early 2000s. I think is when I was looking in the table of content. You know, the appendices. Let's see here, contents. Yeah, I think it says the 2000 election and the quote war on terrorism is the last chapter. So, yeah, I'm into stuff like this. I love to read about anything, honestly. But you know, history and such is a subject that I do care about personally. And then finally, big pro wrestling fan and love Mick Foley. Got to meet him a couple years ago and get my copy of his first book signed that I've had since I was a teenager in high school. And I never picked this one up. I don't know why. I just, I don't think I was really reading a whole lot when it came out, and probably didn't know about it until later on. But it's his second book, Foley is Good. This is a hardback first edition in pretty good shape. You know, it's been well loved, but you know, there's no tears, no stains, no rips. You know, it's pretty good. You know, it's a little bit of shelf wear, but $4. That was the most expensive thing I got today. So 4 movies and 4 books, and I kept the receipt here, $14.29. So you know, check out your local Peddlers Malls. You know, there's always treasures to be found at a good price. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you like any of the media that I picked up today, or have seen any of the movies or read any of the books or whatever, just shoot me a comment down there and let me know what you thought of them, or you know, what you thought of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.